What's up, everyone? This is Joe Shelton from Inside Jokes RV. I'm coming to you at about 10 p.m. I'm at St. Joe Campground in Missouri. As you can see, we've been here about 40 minutes maybe. Didn't plan to get here this late, but from Nashville to here, you come across these little 2-lane highways, and unfortunately a semi-truck caught fire and shut down both directions of this 2-lane highway for a little over an hour. So I plan to get here around 7. That whole thing pushed us an hour behind, so I ended up getting here about 9:30, with traffic and just stopping for gas and stuff like that. So that's another thing we could talk about when you're doing your RV travels and journeys. Always count in for traffic and things like that, so don't ever be in a rush. Now fortunately for us, I wasn't in a big rush to get here. I always like to get to the sites with daylight, just so you can see and scope out the sites and your surroundings in the daylight. But you can see it is completely dark outside of my one little LED light. It is pitch black out here. This is the camera pointing to the back of the RV. So you'd like to get here enough time just sort of mainly to scope out the site. But we're safe. Everything's good. We got the grill. We call R2D2 going. And we'll get back with you in a little bit. Got in a late start. It's an good old-fashioned cheeseburgers, grilled hamburgers. That's dinner for the night. Maybe some chips and a drink. On a couple of Netflix movies or DVDs, and we're gonna call it a night. All right, it's dinner time. Burgers look pretty good. Get my sidekick with me, a little joke. All right. Sit it on the plate right there. Burger's looking good. We about to grub. At St. Joe Park. This is the old RV staging. So we got a ATV, dirt bike, all that good stuff. You come here, has a couple of lakes. There's a lake back over here. I think it's another lake over here. I think that's where if you want to go swimming, fishing. We're out here on a Thursday, and there's absolutely nobody else out here, and I love it. So all this land's where you can ride your dirt bikes, ATV. I think it's really, this big area here is for your ATV because it's sand and a lot of hills and little jumps and stuff you could do. But all through these woods, you got other trails for your bike, walking trails and horses and dirt bike trails you can ride. So we got the RC car going here. But man, this is really cool, man. If you are an ATV rider, you got dirt bikes and things like that, it's a cool little campground to come and visit. And I was just searching all week, trying to find something different to experience instead of your basic campground. Of course, my son, we're on fall break, and I wanted something a little different. And came across this. It's about 5 hours away from Nashville, in Missouri. So St. Joe's State Park in Missouri. All right, it's real cool, and I especially like because it's empty. Ain't nobody. We got the whole area to ourselves. But I'm pretty sure on weekends, it's all kind of ATVs and dirt bikes out here. All right.
quality, Yamaha or Kawasaki, something like that, will probably do way better on these lands, because this is probably what it's meant for. Probably for really good quality, really like a known brand like Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, Honda. This is what these lands are really meant for, because they got that good support, and they're meant for this. Like, they're really meant for hardcore riding. And what I noticed with these, I just noticed that they really aren't meant for this. It's good. It works. It works on this one. Like, it's nothing problem. But it's just, I don't think it can handle just. So if you're going to come to St. Joe's Park, you come here, remember, this is just, you're going to need a high quality dirt bike. This is meant for really just grass. This is really ATV and dirt bikes. But it's just really, this land, this is really meant for like high quality bikes where they can get through all this land. They got all that good support for you. Yeah. So please, if you have a high quality bike, you can totally come here. If you have like a coaster, something like this, or like a really not that known of a brand, you can still take it here. But just know the risk that these brands maybe not, like, you probably do what I'm saying, but like they just not gonna be as good as like a Kawasaki, because all those bikes are really good built. Some of these bikes are really not, and plus, yeah, better engines and better shocks and stuff. These probably have way more, less better shocks. So yeah, better shocks, all those better stuff. That's what high quality bikes. But these bikes still work on this land, but you're not gonna have as much fun. This is just really, this park is really meant for all those Yamahas, ATVs. But I mean, yeah, if you have a good ATV, like a known ATV, you should be perfectly fine on it. Because it's really it's just dirt bikes. That's the only thing you gotta learn. It's dirt bikes. Dirt bikes are like coaster and stuff. They're not good. But I mean, like a
Here's another thing, man. Like I said, I'm new, second year in the RV. And one thing I just sort of found out on my own, again, no one really tells you any of this stuff, but you've got your city water connection and you got your tank fill. When I first started going out, I've got the hose pipe. This particular campground, right, that only has electric, but there's a water spigot probably about 50 feet from here. So I've been going and filling this up and pouring water in here. So I didn't research that. It didn't have the water, but it's no problem. So anyway, normally if it has a water hookup here, I hook my hose pipe with my filter, connect it right here. When I started doing our first I was inside, you have the water pump switch. And I was turning on the water pump switch when I was only using this. So I just heard it humming and humming inside. And I was like wondering, you know, I'm gonna burn out my water pump. Then that just started making sense. This is for your onboard fresh water tank. This is for the water. If you're traveling, you're boondocking somewhere and you got water that's stored inside on your RV, it's where to go. And that's what the water pump is for. The water pump is to pump the water that's in this tank throughout your system. The pressure from the hose pipe, when you connect right here, is enough pressure that comes through here that goes directly to the lines. You don't need your water pump for this right here. So I figured that out. Just, you know, on my first couple of trips, I was connecting here and turning my water pump on inside. But you only need the water pump if you're using water out of this tank. The pressure from the hose line is enough pressure to push it through. And especially if you get that pressure regulator valve on the end of your hose, that pressure coming through the city line is enough pressure to push the water through to your hot water tank and everything else. So I had to learn that. Fortunately, I haven't burned out my water pump, so I learned that on my own. Another thing about when you're RVing, again, this could sleep 2, 4, 5, 6 people. You gotta keep things neat and clean up as you're doing stuff, because if not, it can get chaotic in this small space real quick. So you gotta sort of, as you do something, stop and clean it. If you could, you gotta stop and clean it up, because it could pile up real quick. So, and a lot of things, I could put my bag back here on this back storage. I think I might do that right now. All right, the not so glamorous part of camping: cleaning your black tank and your gray tank. Again, if you're traveling, if you don't have a pump from your campsite, you never want to travel with all the extra weight of water, and in your vehicle, just going to burn your gas. So always clean out your black tank first, then you flush it with your gray water. You see me, I got this little chloride bleach, and after that gray water flushes out, I spray some bleach off in this pipe really good, all my little connections, everything, and flush it through with some water just to be on the safe side. And I don't play around with the number 2.